Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Conservative Vote. And in today's discussion, I want to tackle three videos that have gone sort of viral. They're kind of old. They've been around a little bit. Not too old, but they've been around a little bit on social media. But the topic of today is these ICE arrests. These public ICE arrests have been filmed by people on their cell phones and cameras, and how the media has become an architect to gaslight the American public against federal law enforcement. And also, where's the accountability as individuals? These immigrants that are coming, illegal immigrants at that. Well, some of these arrests, not all of them are illegal immigrants, but where's the accountability? And we're going to tackle video number one. And video number one was reported by a New York Post that a man was having alleged seizures as he was being arrested by ICE. And the video depicts, I'll share the video with you and we'll break it down. The video depicts federal agents attempting to make an arrest on a female suspect, and she's in the car with her alleged husband and daughter as they proceed to snatch her out of the car because she's refusing to comply with federal agents on her arrest. The man appears to have a seizure, and when you see the video, it's very chaotic. It's people screaming, but it, when I pull the video, it's sort of like I started from the tail end to the arrest instead of from the arrest to the tail end. And here's what I mean when I say that the media has become an architect in gaslighting people, and how a lot of this is just plain orchestrated. In the video, when it starts, you see an immigration lawyer shows up at the scene, and she's barking at ICE agents. And let me pose to you this question, and you can hit me up on the comments about it. When have you seen an attorney show up at any arrest or traffic stop, any sort of encounter by law enforcement? I never seen that. Even the Tyreek Hill one that he didn't comply and he got in the dust of with Miami-Dade County sheriffs. Even that one, Drew Rosenhaus's agent, showed up even later. Well, this lady shows up at the scene barking at people. And to me, like, I never seen that before. And it shows you the entire video, the entire scenario set up. It's just a tool to gaslight people and drive this narrative that ICE is out there wrongfully arresting people. But I'll share the video with you, and then we'll talk about some more about what really happened that day.
Gonna take her kids. Like, that's up. We got a lawyer here now, and she's doing
back up. You can't close like that. They're just like. And I can verify.
You guys stay
because I think you're wrong. Because we all have been wrong.
Stay back. Stay back.
Just take a step back.
We got it. We got it.
Conversation.
We got it. Just stay back.
We're right here.
Oh my God, bro, stop!
For us. Don't forget that. She's got charges. If she doesn't have charges, why are they taking
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is he seasoned? Is he seasoned? I think he's seasoned.
Take your mask off! Take your mask off! Take your mask off! No, take your mask off! You sitting there talking all that. Take your mask off! Que se la van a quitarla ya. Se la van a quitarla. Pero no la mandan con se la van a quitarla ya.
So as you can see, the video was just a shit show. There was a bunch of agitators out there yelling stuff at federal agents, which, I mean, that's what they signed up for. They're tougher than that. That's not really going to bother them. But everything was false information, and DHS came out to debunk this information. In a statement by DHS, and I'll read in part of what they said. Officers informed Ojeda, and the lady's name in question. First of all, they were arresting her because she was accused of stabbing a co-worker with scissors That's the reason why they were detaining her in a trash bin attack at a later in an earlier date. And I'll read you in part what DHS said. Officers informed the lady's name was Juliana Milena Ojeda Montoya. Officers informed Ojeda Montoya they had a warrant on her arrest and the request that she give her child to her husband Carlos Zapata Rivera. She refused until the moment her husband purported to have a medical episode. Her husband, also an illegal alien from Ecuador, refused medical help and displayed absolutely no signs of medical concerns just moments later. ICE called 911, but the illegal alien refused medical care. Despite ICE law enforcement officers' several attempts to de-escalate the situation and repeated requests that the father take custody of the child, both parents stated that they were willing to put their child into state custody. Once Zapata Rivera realized that he would be arrested for immigration violation, he did not agree to take custody of the child. He suddenly decided to be a good father and left the child. First and foremost, let me say this: comply, man, comply. You too knew that you were illegal immigrants and that you would be arrested. If you ever were stopped by immigration, you knew you would be arrested. You knew that having a U.S. citizen child would mean that either you take the child or you have to leave the child in the country. And this is a broader topic about birthright citizenship and that I plan to tackle. This will be a future podcast. But where's the accountability, man? It's what I say. You, as I just mentioned, you know your legal situation. So why do all this? Then this woman, it's funny how the media came on and defended this woman. She was accused of stabbing somebody with scissors, man. I mean, what are we defending here? What in the hell are we defending here? I mean, is this the kind of people that we want in this country? Is this the kind of people we want around us? This woman went and stabbed somebody, allegedly. And then the husband also faking a seizure, and then they call 911 and he refuses medical help. He doesn't want to go to the hospital. As a matter of fact, there hasn't been any other reports about his health condition. Very, very convenient. But yet, the media narratives were that ICE was somehow out here snatching families and tearing them apart. And Tom Homan has been very clear. He said families can go together. I know deportation is an ugly subject. It's not something that it's a pleasant thing, but it's something that every legal immigrant that comes into this country is well aware this could happen to them at any particular time. It could be they want to get in here, or it could be 30 years after you enter the United States. It can happen. I don't understand this disconnect and this aggression towards, like, you knew the gig could be up at any time. You know this. But the media, the agitators, the stuff like that, that kind of set this fake narrative that somehow these people are victims. They knew how they came. They know what could happen to them. They know this. So I honestly don't get it. I know it's part of a bigger issue that a changing demographic to benefit one political party. As I said, that's a bigger issue and that's a different topic. But that's just the reality of it. But this is meant to, and I'm expanding broader on this because this is meant to gaslight you, to make you feel that, and I'm sending this message to Hispanics. This is for you to see this and say, man, this is the Republican agenda. They're tearing our people apart. They're separating families. No, the media is intending to gaslight you to get you to vote a certain way. And this is a segue to the second viral arrest, and this takes place in South Florida. And this was by Border Patrol and the Monroe County Sheriffs down there in the Florida Keys. And this was documented by the Miami Herald. But I'll share the video with you and then we'll get into it. From the video is very clear. Officers make it a traffic stop. They pull the young woman out of the vehicle. She's like 33 years old. They pursue to try to arrest her. She keeps refusing. She's yelling out to the Miami Herald reporter. I don't know what a Miami Herald reporter is doing. That seems kind of sketchy. This guy was at the right time in the right place. But whatever. They pick her up. They're trying to put cuffs on her. She keeps resisting. She's yelling out, "I'm a U.S. citizen," as you saw in the video. And they finally put her in a Ford Explorer and they take her off. She's released 10 minutes later. The reason for the traffic stop, which initially didn't come out, her illegal alien boyfriend was the owner of that vehicle. That vehicle is registered an illegal alien. So that's the reason for the traffic stop. They stopped her. They I guess they run the plates. They go to intercept the vehicle, and she's in it. Normal people, what would I have done? Let's say I had an illegal immigrant girlfriend, and I'm in her vehicle, and I see the lights. I'm not an illegal immigrant. She's not in the car. I got nothing to fear. Who knows who this person's at? Because they never, at no point in time did they say that this. I guess they're looking for him and they're stopping the vehicle. Officer, yep. Well, how can I help you? Oh, we're stopping you today. They're gonna tell you they were stopping today. Blah 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 blah. Well, officers, you can see this person's not here. This is in fact the vehicle is registered to them. They are not here. Oh, can you provide both proof of citizenship? Sure. I'll hand them my driver's license, and if that's not good, and if my passport, I live near the border, so I have a crossing card and a passport, so I could hand them that. And here you go. Well, we need you to step out of the car. Sure. Why not? I'll step out of the car. They're going to do the thing. They're going to check the vehicle to see if I'm hiding. If the guy maybe pulled the seat down and jumped in the trunk, they're going to search the vehicle and they're going to release me. They released her in 10 minutes. The situation escalated because she escalated the situation. She didn't comply. And I know there's some going to be out there, oh, but why they're stopping her in the first place? Da, 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 da. The car is registered to an illegal alien. It's Border Patrol. That's their job. They're looking for illegal aliens. I have no idea when crossing the international boundary got decriminalized. Is anybody aware of that? Fill me in. Put it on the comments. As far as I know, 8 USC 1325, improper entry by an alien is still a law. Whether it's, and I know that the legal scholars on TikTok say, "Oh, it's just a misdemeanor. It's like jaywalking." Da 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 da. It's a crime, and they say, "Oh, it's like you never run a red light. That's a whatever." How easy would it have been just to comply? How easy that would have been. And here's the part where I say the media has become an architect in gaslighting people. Since when Miami Herald reporters are recording traffic stops? I feel, in my mind, I feel like this chick's like knew the guy, or not knew the guy. This is me speculating. Like the guy knew what was about to happen and he just like placed himself there. How many traffic stops are people following around trying to film them? I mean, there's from time to time, there's those jackasses that are auditing the police, whatever. And there's some that they escalate and people just rush over there and start filming. It seems a little sketchy to me, but whatever. Let's say he was just the right guy at the right time. And then it seems like it's a pretty busy highway. like to just be walking. Maybe he lived in the area. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just speculating. But the situation was made worse by her not complying. Just comply. Comply. Hey, you're looking for this dude. This dude's not here. What else do you need? Oh, we need proof of citizen. Okay, I mean, fine. Here's my license. Run that shit. No, but we need further proof. Oh, dude, shit, I don't have my passport on me. I don't have this and that on me. What do you want me to do? Let's go to the station. Fuck it. I'm on my way to work, but now you're gonna have to give me. You're gonna have to give me you better not tow my fucking car because I'm gonna sue you. And take me to the station. We'll do whatever you want. As a matter of fact, that happened to me years ago at a checkpoint, immigration checkpoint. I had a pistol that belonged to my boss. And they asked me, is there any weapons in the car? And I told the guy straight up, there's a pistol, but it belongs to my boss. Oh, we're going to have to run it. Fine. I didn't say, oh, fuck y'all. Fine. I pulled to the side. They took me inside. Have a seat here. They took the pistol, they unloaded it, they ran the serial number. And I said, this is his number, you can call him. Here's my phone, so you don't see that I called him ahead of time. They called him, he says, yeah, that's in fact my pistol. I gave it to him for personal protection. End the story. They cut me loose. It didn't take fucking 15 minutes. They cut me loose. It's as simple as that. And lastly, this one came via Instagram. It shows this is the people, whoever filmed it is the one captioning this and saying this. It's an arrest by ICE at an airport. And it's depicting a Central American woman who is being arrested by ICE. And she's just making a big old stink in the airport. There is no backstory to this. There is no information. But this is just what people do and they post these things with no backstory. It's just... and when you look at it, you feel for the woman, you know? She's getting arrested and you know, she's throwing a fit and you know, she's being awfully dramatic as they're dragging her away. But if you comply, you're acting a fool because you want the attention because people are somehow victimizing all this behavior. But I'll let you see and then that'll be our conclusion. Okay, as you saw, she's basically getting dragged away because she's not compliant. She could have told them, look, there's no need to do this. Cough me in the front. You know, it's embarrassing. It's a public place. They might have worked with her. I know plenty of federal agents that might have worked with her. If you act right, they're going to treat you right. I mean, there's always an exception to the rule. There's always that guy who's a dick and who, you know, whatever. But for the most part, they're going to treat you right. But this short and brief discussion was just to highlight a point of how they and by they I say the media, liberal politicians, and these communists, how they essentially want to basically like Pavlov's dog. They want to blow a whistle and you come. They want to throw this information out there with no backstory, with no context, just to gaslight you and get you to manipulate you into voting a specific way. But with that, anything you want to see, drop it in the comments. Anything regarding this video, you like it, you hate it, let me know what's up. Let's interact in the comment section. Thank you. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.